Live. All right, so welcome back to another episode of the Warheads broadcast. I'm Apocalypto Joe with my partners Roscoe Brown and Silk Threads. But before we start the show, we want to remind you to like.
To comment.
And to subscribe.
And today, what we have on the list is LaMelo Ball and Teanna Trump. As we all know, back last November, LaMelo Ball's father, he's actually on the record talking to all three of his sons. And he let them know that, they wouldn't be able to find a good woman while playing basketball, mainly because of the opportunistic women that are out here, the gold diggers, you name it. They're everywhere. And so this was just a father looking out for the best interests of his sons. However, in a twist of events, not only does LaMelo start dating someone, he's dating someone that I guess we can say is infamous. Yeah, she's a porn star, Teanna Trump. I didn't mean to say tramp, but I wanted to get you brothers' take on this whole twist of events. Is LaMelo being rebellious, or is he doing what any red-blooded American or man would do?
Oh, I got a take for you, brother, because I am solely on dad's side when it comes to this. When it comes to this, I feel just like LeVar, and this feels like I told you so moment in this. Of course, a dad wouldn't say this to it probably in jest he would say this, but LaMelo has been told by his dad, of course, like you said, that he would encounter these type of women, and it came to fruition, just like he said. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just with dad on this, regardless of the fact that I don't know how genuine this situation is between these two. You know what I mean? And that could be whatever. But regardless of the fact, this lady has a track record, apparently. You know what I mean? A hell of a track record, you know what I mean, for everybody to see. And it's just one of those things. You tell your sons, you try to raise your sons the right way. You want to tell your sons that there are these type of women that exist, and there are these type of women that exist. And what you want to try to do is avoid these type of women. So as a dad, you school your kid, your son on, the women that carry a certain kind of attributes. And I don't know Teanna Trump from anybody, so she could be the exception to the rule when it comes to porn stars, but more times than not, I would assume that a lot of these chicks are broken women from, broken situations, who are dealing with a lot of issues, who really don't know how to deal with a man in a healthy situation, so I'm not sure if she's different from that, but yeah, that's just kind of my view on that whole thing, is that I just take the dad side on it. But Silk, what you got?
Well, I'm gonna sit here and just play devil's advocate, because truth be told, I agree with you and LeVar on the situation, but let's just say this is a society issue. These kids have grown up in a age where sex is normal. Sex workers are normal. Everybody got an OnlyFans. I mean, right now it would be pretty hard to find the quote unquote wholesome girl, because that quote unquote her wholesome girl got an OnlyFans page. You know what I'm saying? And when we were younger, just that and alone was like a sex worker. So everybody his age are enticed by the IG models. But there's a what you call it, a 6 degree of separation between IG models and a full blown porn star. One is just masturbating and one is actually having sex. There's no difference. They're both on camera. They're gonna videos are gonna be on the internet forever. Their kids are gonna see them. There's no way to get away from what you put out in the world. So him growing up in a system where all of the women that he has been attracted to were either IG workers, OnlyFans workers, or sexual workers, like this lady. Um, I would think the slight difference in their situation is uh, she comes with a little bit of money, a long track record. Um, she comes with a bag of dicks, but she comes with a couple chips. You know what I'm saying? She got dicks and chips on it.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fine. That's all fine and dandy, But my thing is still the thing is that you're like you said, she has a track record, so and like you said, there's a lot more chicks who are doing a lot of these things, but I don't think sex is no more prevalent than it was in our day or any other time. It just may be more recorded, more people are putting it out on camera. So
You
I,
think?
yeah. And I still think that it still comes down to, let me say this. I should say that it's more of a case of you can still find women who are out here who are not putting their self out there on Instagram and that kind of stuff. So it's
The
not to
numbers
say,
lower than
yeah,
it was
yeah,
I mean, a lot of them is doing that now though. Could you imagine when we was kids growing up in the neighborhood, when we was like 16, 8, 17, 18, 19, in that phase, to know that maybe 4 to 5 of the chicks that's in our neighborhood got OnlyFans pages? You get what I'm saying?
I
That's a
mean,
whole different dynamic, because when we seen those chicks, we was like, oh, those are the whores. She a hoe. She fast. You get what I'm saying? Now it's she getting bread. She got an OnlyFans page, though. Subscribe. Shit. Maybe she'll do a video with you. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole different dynamic now as far as with this sexual bombardment that they didn't put up on us. So him finding a sex worker, at least he already know what type of chick she is. You get what
And
I'm
I'm
saying?
and I'm glad you said that because that's the perfect segue to what I was gonna say. See, I know uh, Roscoe is on the dad side. I'm gonna take LaMelo's side, and the
Right.
reason why is for everything that Silk just said. Basically, he knows what he's getting. He's under no mystery about who this woman is. He knows exactly what she does. See, a lot of times with relationships, men are under the auspice that the woman that they're dealing with doesn't do what Teanna is doing. When you start seeing men trying to kill women and beating them up,
Mhm.
it's because they discovered, by accident or by investigating, that the woman who told them that they don't do what Teanna does, that she's
that's it.
actually doing it. And so he got emotionally invested. For all we know, LaMelo's just having fun because he knows
Exactly.
exactly what he's dealing
Exactly.
with. Because I think it's a twist of irony that on their first date, he actually took her to a trampoline park. And we all know about trampolines. Everybody gets the jump on and jump
He's
Everybody
trying
gets
to
off.
the
get the
jump
jump
off.
off. No, he's trying to get the jump off. You hear me?
Y'all,
And,
you crazy.
and so I'm gonna take LaMelo's side on this. Like he has full knowledge. Okay, she's a sex worker. She's an on-screen whore. To me, that's like I wish I would have had opportunities in the past to know that the women that I was catching feelings for got down like that. And so
Exactly.
those are the things that shatter a man's view of women. We're told from the time we're little boys that they are made of sugar and spice and everything nice. And
Mhm.
so when that image is shattered and we start to realize, hey, these women are just like men, well, it's a different investment emotionally when
Right.
you
Yeah,
know. what this woman is versus what she sold herself as.
Let me just say this, bro. I know you got something to say still, but I just want to say that I'm not completely disagreeing with you guys in the sense that yeah, it's good that and it's better that you know what you're dealing with and that baggage is revealed, you know what I mean? But I think this is kind of a different circumstance with her in particular, only because like this isn't just like like the normal like list of guys that I've kind of slept with or whatever, but um this is a profession that she's done where you're really putting yourself at risk. The people in that industry do catch diseases still, a lot of them, you know what I mean?
A
So
whole lot more regulated
yeah,
than
no,
it's a lot safer than going to the club and grabbing your chick out the club.
Yeah,
I mean
because
The
they
whole lot. They
test all
take
the
tests.
time
They
in
test
porn.
before and after.
you
Yeah,
You
know
know what I'm saying?
this is my only thing with again, like I said, I'm not completely disagreeing with y'all, but
Mhm.
I do want to say that um I don't want to live in a world where we're giving up on the fact that there's like just completely no, and I don't want to say wholesome women, you know what I mean? Because
You
wholesome
got
is
it. Yeah.
relative.
Relative.
Wholesome is relative, but you could still. I don't want to give in to the fact that there's not one single person out here who still has some sense of virtue
Uh,
about them still.
only thing about that, bro,
Look,
is if it's just one, that's like a candle in the sunlight.
believe it. And what
Well,
if he
It
wanted?
don't
What if he?
even out.
But look, real talk. What if he wanted a throat baby?
You know what's so
He
funny
got the
about?
best throat. He went. Hey, I don't like him. I mean, if that's your preference, you know what I'm saying. If you like the sloppy yappy, and he seen her videos the way she get that knob off, and he's like,
Wait,
yo,
what,
I could live with that.
what's
and
so
see,
funny? What's so
no,
funny
go
about
ahead.
you? What's so funny about you saying that, Silk? In the actual video, Throat Babies, she's the models. They have the
See,
ultrasound
see,
on
see,
her throat
see,
to check and see if she has throat baby.
see.
See, that
So,
is
so
that
is
is
that a
the
clout? Is that clout? Is he fucking with her because of the clout?
I
I
don't
think
know,
so.
man.
I mean, it could be. I don't know the man's heart. I really don't. I just I just love the irony of the whole situation. And I was just reading that she's fanning the flames because now she's walking around in LaMelo Ball's jersey.
Why
Who
not? She bumping her IG up. She
she's
bumping
bumping
her.
it
She
up.
bumping her. She bumping her OnlyFans up. And
See,
not
So
only
maybe they both clout chasing at this point.
exactly. You know what?
again,
You know what? What if it's one of them things? Remember that movie with Nick Cannon where
Can't
he
buy
was
me
a
love.
lame? Yeah,
Can't buy me
yeah.
love.
What if this is the 2021 Can't Buy Me Love
That'll be something.
where he's clouting her and she's clouting him and they both benefit.
This
You
could
get
be
what I'm saying?
exactly that.
Her benefit is more money, more followers, and his benefit is them throw babies for the free.
oh man, maybe I'm being optimistic. Yeah, maybe I'm just a tad bit too
Man,
No,
optimistic there.
Roscoe, I
you
am
got
with you. I
sound
am with
foundation.
you.
It's sound.
I don't wanna think and believe. What's the etymology of believe? To believe the lie. I don't want to think and believe that there's no hope for women. I really don't. But we are in the midst of a full thought culture. I don't care what
Absolutely.
anybody says.
Absolutely.
Whatever we thought women were, experience after experience, me, you, I have a ton of other friends who have been through the same thing. We have relatives who have been through the same thing, friends. You hear the testimony of people online who talk about how they caught their wife cheating or just different things, men killing their women because they caught them cheating in the
Right.
lover. And I'm
Right.
not saying this is all women. What I'm saying
Right.
is if the shoe fits, wear it. If you're a good woman and you don't get down like this, then you should have no real qualm about what we're saying. But if this
Right.
is you, you probably should check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Is this a case of honesty first?
I like that. I
Is this a
wish.
case of honesty first? Like everything's on the table
Right.
right now. What she know he wants to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's his motivation for talking to her. He's attracted to her. He's seen her work. He's a fan of her work. And he wants to be a victim. So
But see,
her
Man, look,
victimizing him is up his alley, bro.
this is my thing, is that we don't really know the nature of their relationship, so we don't know whether or not she's like portraying herself as, that I was the porn star, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf now, that type
That
of
has no
deal,
bearing.
and
That
trying
has no
to.
bearing.
No,
Your
no,
track
no.
record is
It,
out
it
there.
it does. It does, because it could be one of those things that I'm attracted to. Maybe he didn't know who she was when he first encountered her.
nah, he
Let's say
knew.
let
Nigga,
let
he knew, nigga. He seen the
no,
video.
no. Let's just assume that that's possible. Let's
But
just
you know
assume.
what?
If he didn't know when he met her, did he know the second day after he did his research?
Yeah,
you might
no. That's what I'm saying. That's the
you
point.
might be
That's
you
the
might
point
be
that I'm
right.
trying to make.
You might be right, because after I heard about the story, I I had to go do some research of my own of Teanna Trump.
But it only took you a day, right?
Yeah.
Took me about a couple of hours.
I'm pretty sure by him being a superstar-ish, you stupid.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
That,
about him being a superstar, bro. When they introduced themselves to each other, I'm pretty sure she gave him the IG. You know what I mean? Because that's pretty much what women do now. They don't really, if they feeling you or if they not feeling you, they give you the IG. Because they want the likes, they want the followers. You know what I'm saying? That's another way. You're another follower. So they give you the IG. So when she gave him the IG, I know he looked at it and was like, "Whoa, she a porno star."
yeah. No, and I get what y'all saying. Like, there's definitely, that case of he's gonna find out what she's done very fast, but still, regardless, that doesn't, we don't know that whether or not she's portraying herself still, like I said, as a person who's trying to turn over a new leaf, and I'm not that person anymore, and is trying to get him to draw into this supposed new person that she is, or if she is portraying herself as, yeah, I'm Teanna Trump, and I'm cool. I'm just your normal chick, but I get down like that too. And if you willing to accept that was part of my past or whatever, and we could still get down, then it is what it is. But still, again, just going back to what I said about being on LeVar's side with this whole thing, is you want to try to avoid as many issues as possible in life, as many pitfalls in life. And when you see somebody or run into somebody who has a past like she has, and the possibilities of whatever could have led up to that past, the elements leading up to that rather, but you try to steer your kids away from those people if you can. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Or somebody, the person with the least amount of issues, at least. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just my whole thing about that.
I like open garbage other than closed bags.
Yeah, I'd rather enter into a situation where
I
I
like
know everything the
Let me make
woman,
that.
I agree with that.
and
I
and
don't-
only let me make this clear. It's different when you're just seeing somebody dating. The second you move to the space where you say I want to be serious,
Mhm.
that's when these things need to be revealed. And what happens all too often is still behind the person's back. I'm not revealing
Right.
this. and then
Right.
it comes out, and that's where the problems come in. So
Right.
with that being said, I can appreciate both you guys' side. We really don't know. It could be like
Right.
Silk said that they're just clout chasing. It could be like, as Roscoe said, this boy's rebelling against his father. And it could be, as I said, he just likes to know what's going on with the woman he's dealing with. And I think
Right.
all aspects are fair. But with that
Right.
being said, I don't want to keep beating this dead horse. We want you all to like,
Man.
And subscribe.
to our Warheads broadcast. Warheads out, baby.